it comes to retirement and successful retirements, it's not one size fits all. There's a lot of pitfalls that people make, and I want to ensure that you're not making one of these retirement mistakes. Keep it right here. Good day, everybody. Chris Heerlein here of REAP Financial, host of Retire Ready TV on KXAN here in Austin, and host of Wealth Radio every Saturday at 11 a.m. on News Radio KLBJ. Thanks for tuning in with me today. If you like our channel, hit the subscribe button down below. If you're retired or soon to be retired, there are a lot of pitfalls that people fall into when planning for retirement. Maybe they're just overlooking certain aspects. What I want to do today is ensure that you're not making one of these top mistakes in your retirement. Number one, avoiding Medicare and the American stealth tax. Listen, Medicare come age 65, if you've been there, it's daunting. Your mailbox is full of flyers and dinner invitations and different options. There's Medicare A, B, C, D, G, the list keeps going. This is a very important decision. So you need to seek wise counsel around what plans you should get. Is it a supplemental? Is it a Medicare Advantage? But that's not where it stops. See, the thing is, most individuals don't understand that you can pay a lot more for Medicare than your neighbor or your brother or your coworker just because you have a nice income or lifestyle. I call it the American stealth tax. And one of the analysis we run for families every week in our office is showing them the course that they're on. And then if they can get their income under control, how much less they could pay in Medicare. And when you look at it over a 30-year retirement, we're talking tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean that. We do this every single week. So you can't avoid and overlook your Medicare and the stealth tax. Number two, not having a tax-efficient plan in retirement. Listen, if you plan properly, you can have more control of your taxes in retirement than any time in your life. A lot of people just think, hey, I'm gonna retire, paycheck goes away, I guess I'm gonna be in a lower tax bracket. Not the case, because many of you, the bulk of your wealth is in IRAs and 401ks, which has never been taxed. So if you need money to live on and maintain your lifestyle, is it all gonna be taxable? Chances are, quite possibly. So you need to be proactive in your tax planning. It's not about what you make each year. Think about it. We love it when we see double-digit returns in our clients' portfolios. But if we stop there, we're missing the boat. What is your plan to keep those returns? It's all about the net. Everybody looks at the gross number. But I look at numbers, I go, how much of that am I keeping? Whether it's my Social Security, whether it's my pension, whether it's my rental income, any stream of income. And think about it this way, your budget. If all your wealth is in pre-tax IRAs and 401ks and you need $8,000 a month to live on, that's what you need to maintain. You have to pull $10,000 out to net your 8. So the drawdown on your portfolio happens much quicker. You gotta be proactive and not reactive with your tax planning. Number three, not having your estate in order. Many of you may have a will and power of attorney, but it was done 30 years ago when the kids were young and you were going on a trip. When was the last time you updated your will and estate plan? Particularly those of you that have a value to leave money to your heirs or keep your wealth in the bloodline, you may have graduated. You may be at a position where you need to consider a living trust. That way you could get assets around probate when you pass. That way you can have control of the money when you're 6 feet under. You know, the living trusts, there's a lot of misconceptions around them. They don't have to be complicated and can be a real ease and transfer of your wealth to heirs come time to pass that wealth on. Number four is not treating your Social Security as an asset. Believe it or not, the amount that you're gonna pull out of Social Security over your retirement is exponentially more than the average American has even saved. 41% of baby boomers today, they have zero retirement savings, 41%. Social Security is the backbone of most people's retirement. When you went and got that first job 30 or 40 years ago, they were taking a little something out of your check, right? It was called FICA. In retirement, it's all about wringing every nickel out of Social Security. Do you know the strategies available? Do you know if you should take it early? Do you know if you should wait till 70? Do you know how to use the voluntary suspension strategy? A lot of times people have more questions than answers about these things, and this is your money. It's one of the greatest assets you have, and when you consider how much you're gonna pull out of Social Security between you and your spouse, it's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. It can leave a lot of money on the table if you don't plan properly. Number 5 is poor budgeting and not planning for longevity. I know a lot of people get into retirement, they're like, oh, there's no way I'm gonna make it to 80, 85, 90, 95. Well, number one, look at your health today. Is it good? Okay. Look at your parents. How long did they live? That's a pretty good indicator. And with medical advances, technology, I think it's a safe bet to think that it's very possible we'll be living longer. So the question is your portfolio positioned in a way that it's going to maintain your longevity? Is your portfolio going to outlive you? Again, do you have answers to that? That is one of the biggest mistakes. It's not about the number that you've accumulated. It's about the outflow and having a plan that's monitored throughout the years to ensure that you can cut your check with confidence. And number 6, finally, not seeking professional guidance. Think about it. You may have been an engineer, you may have been an artist, you may have been a doctor, CPA, the list goes on. You had a specialty. But when it comes to retirement, you're not an expert in investments. You're not an expert in Social Security and Medicare and inflation and everything that comes with this game called retirement. Seek out fiduciary advisors. At REAP Financial, my team of fiduciary advisors sit down with retirees and pre-retirees just like you every single week to ensure that you have a plan that is going to outlive you and leave wealth to your heirs if that's of value. I want you to get your hands on our brand new report. It's called Building Your Fiscal House, How to Weather the Elements That Retirement Brings. Email me right now, retire@reapfinancial.com. It's retire@reapfinancial.com and my team will have it on its way to your inbox. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button down below. We drop new content every Wednesday. We'll see you next week.